Everybody, just got back from our 9-day trip up to New England and into Maine. Um, had some pretty good weather. There was a couple days where it was rainy, but overall it was a good trip. So got back late last night. Decided just to deadhead home. Wasn't really tired, so we were going to stop at a Harvest Host, but ended up we stopped, had something to eat, and then headed on home. So. Um, Yeah, so we were gone 9 days. On the way up, we stopped at Cabela's, then we stopped at a Harvest Host, and then 7 days was it 7 days at Moorings in Belfast. Went to Acadia, went to Bar Harbor,
Ate some lobster.
ate a lot of lobster, Boothbay, whale watch, done a little bit of everything. So, what was your favorite?
My favorite was, I don't know, I enjoyed going to Acadia, driving around the park. There was a lot of nice views, and we got a lot of nice photos, and we took the pups with us, and they enjoyed their time there as well.
Yeah, I'd say Acadia was my favorite. Boothbay was a nice little town. I liked that a lot. Belfast was okay.
There wasn't a whole lot in Belfast.
Yeah.
It was an in-between spot between Bar Harbor and Boothbay, but Bar Harbor was a little bit touristy, and it was okay to visit, but a lot of the shops that you went into, they had a lot of the same stuff. So you went in one store, and then you went into the next one, and they had the exact same stuff. So
Yeah, so okay. if you go to any of the boardwalks on the East Coast, Ocean City, Atlantic City, any of those, to me, that's what Bar Harbor was like without the boardwalk. So don't care if I ever go back to Bar Harbor, but Acadia was nice. We went to, like I said, stopped at Cabela's. That's a nice, easy stop. Doesn't cost you anything on the way up. We did stop at, we went to a Harvest Host, or what could have been a Harvest Host. It was Boothbay Brewery and RV Park. So if you're lucky enough to get there and stay at the Harvest Host positions that they have, I think there's 3, absolutely do it. We weren't able to get that, so we ended up paying for it. It was $118 a night. There was absolutely no amenities. The place was not level at all. To me, it just, the food was good at the brewery. We don't drink, so we didn't have any drinks, but the food was good. But personally, I wouldn't pay that again. $118 for a site that was just gravel, very, very small. Did have full hookups, but it was not level. They shouldn't be charging that kind of money. And from what I understand, they had cottages there, knocked the cottages down for the RV park, so the ground's real soft. So even when you put your levelers down, you start to sink.
And there was a lot of rain that day, so
yeah,
that didn't
it was
help.
really wet. So I wouldn't stay there again unless I could do the Harvest Host, and then you're spending money on food that you're going to spend anyhow, so it was worth it.
The brewery itself I thought it was really neat inside. They did a good job with that.
Yep.
It was a neat place to see. So.
Yeah. The Harvest Toast on the way back was called Twins Barbecue. Hey, it was a place to stop.
It was basically a food truck.
Yeah.
In a parking lot.
Yeah. So we had already had set up where they told us to set up at. Then they asked us to move after we tore everything, set everything up. So we just decided we were just going to sit there and watch TV anyhow. It was blazing hot, so we just decided to drive home. Moorings was nice. It's basically for adults because there's nothing for kids to do. So you're paying for paying for the view. Yeah. You're right on the bay of Maine. Literally, you're right on the water. So perfect site. It was about $140 a site plus tax. So wasn't horrible for a holiday weekend. But I will say they were about, I would say 40% empty, and they have another one up the road, about 2 miles in. What was the name of that town? Searsport?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was empty too. So maybe people had other plans for the holiday. Maybe people were just getting tired of paying over $100 for a site. But people were really nice. View was awesome. Sites were huge, really level. So no complaints there. I would say the traffic in New England is insane.
Not just the traffic. The roads.
The
road
roads
conditions.
Yeah, the roads are terrible. For the folks in New York and Connecticut, I'm embarrassed for you. Every bridge in New York needs fixed. Every road in Connecticut needs fixed. I don't know what you guys do with your tax money, but it sure the hell doesn't go to road service. That's for sure. It's terrible. Maine was better. We're in Pennsylvania, so we know what it's like with rough roads. But
Yeah.
anyhow, we have plenty of videos coming out. We'll do some videos on the Harvest Host stops. Do videos on Acadia, Boothbay, our whale watch. We got probably 150 clips of video to go through, 1,000 pictures to go through. So just keep an eye out for the videos. Comment down below if you've been to Maine. Where'd you stay? What was your favorite part of Maine? And what did you do while you were up there? I'm just curious. Does everybody do Acadia? And I'm assuming if you're out near the ocean. But what else did you do? And if you stayed at any Harvest Hosts up through there, put a comment below on where you stayed. Would you go back?
I would, but there's a lot of other places that I would like to visit. But I would go back.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. I'd go again. Don't care to go to Bar Harbor, but there's a lot of places we want to go and see. So that would be Maine's going to be back on the list, but it's going to be a couple years before we get back up there. Yep. In any case, got to clean up the rig. I think I hit every bug from here to New England and back, so I get that cleaned up. But like, subscribe, and then like I said, comment below on your thoughts of Maine. So look for our videos. Take care.
See ya.
Not afraid to bring it up. We laugh when times are rough. All of is enough to carry us through. You bring me roses on a Tuesday, kiss me at the red light. We both like to walk down in Shelby Park. You hold my head at bedtime. You know my favorite wine. This is why we work, why it's you and I. In the middle of the day, you turn to me and say, come on, let's get away. Skip this town for a day. Get behind the wheel and drive. We don't care about the time with you by my side.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Until next time, ciao.